Okay, guys, we will get started. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. This is our last mat Pilates class of the year. Hope everyone had a great year doing Pilates with me. And I look forward to many more in this upcoming year. I can't believe it's 2022. It's crazy. All we need today is a ball and weights. You can use hand weights. You can use strap, like Velcro weights, whatever feels good, 1, 2, or 3 pounds. And we'll start standing. All right, already. I'm hoping you can see clear enough. Squishy ball, just set aside. We're going to use it in a little bit. And then weights in your hands. At any time, drop your weights, no problem. All right, so start feet just hip distance apart. We're just going to start coming down into little squats. So reach those arms forward, straight down. As you stand up, pull those arms back behind you. Feel those triceps click in a little bit. And then straight back down. So inhale down, exhale, pressing up through those heels, feeling that spine nice and long. Inhale down, exhale. Down and up. So we're going to go 6 more. Each time you're standing, you're thinking of pressing through your heels and those big toes. 5. 4, reach. 3, and up. Last 2. Last 1. Exhale, press through those heels right up. Now we're going to come down and stay holding there. Keep those arms reaching forward. We're going to come up just 2 inches and down. So up, feeling that core connect. Go for 6 like that. 5. Better with these closed. 4. Well, it's going to be too dark, isn't it? 3. Somewhere in between is probably better. Go for 2 little ones down. Last 1, come all the way up, standing there. Now we're going to go straight up on our toes. So lifting straight up, arms wide to the side, and then inhale back down. So straight up and down, keeping that length through your spine. Go 5, controlling as you lower. Gentle bends in your knees so you're not locking. 4, and down. Go for 3. Control. Last 2, reaching and down. We're going to go 1 more. We're going to come all the way up and stay right here. So we're going to reach arms up overhead as we come down into a little squat here, and then all the way down. So arms reach, coming down. You can hinge forward that little bit. Heels stay lifted as you squat. This time, press through those toes all the way up. So go 6 here. Inhale down. 5, control. Whoops. All the way up, pressing evenly through each one of those toes. 4, 3, last 2. Feel that core just zipping up. Last 1. Inhale down, all the way up. Now we're going to come down and stay. So come down, hold when you're there, just heels. Drop them and lift them. So try to keep that same shape with your knees. Drop your heels and down. You can bend elbows in and reach. Go for 6. In. 5 more. In. Reach. 4 more. In. 3. Keep those knees nice and parallel. Don't let them fall in or out. Last 2. Last 1. Right up. Stand all the way up. Open those arms. Drop those heels. Have a little roll out. All right, we'll move into a little single leg stuff. So keeping our weight nice and centered as we can. We're going to come right down. Just bend your elbows so you're there, hinging forward. We're going to start just legs. We'll add the arms. So we're going to go right leg to the side and pull it back in. Reach it back. Pull it in. Reach it forward. Keep that balance. In, and then stand all the way up, bringing that leg into a tabletop position. Tap her down. So we're going to start again. So bending, hinging forward, out. We can add arms if you want. Reach and in. Reach arms forward as leg goes back and in. Arms back, leg forward and in, and then nice and wide, standing up and drop back down. So we're going to go back out and in. Reach and in, forward with your leg, arms back, and then all the way up. Whoops, control, and down. Let's do that again. Reach. My balance is funny too. Oops, we're going here first. 1 and 2. Reach back. Arms back, leg forward, and then all the way up. It's harder on carpet than it is on hardwood. Reach. Oh my gosh. We're going this way first. 1. We're going 2. We're going 3. We're going 4. Control as you come down. You ready? Got 2 more like that. Wide to the side and in. Reach back and in. Reaching forward and in, nice and wide, leg up and down. Last one, we're going out and in, reaching and in, reach back and in, stand all the way up, control down. Give those legs a little shake. We're gonna stay on our left leg, just turn your lefty out a little bit. Right starts beside it. We're gonna step our right back. Hold when you're there, hinge that upper body forward. Bend your left leg in, so ribs are nice and tight around your center, upper body's nice and quiet. From there, just bend your lefty 2 inches and press. So you're in a nice diagonal line with your body down and up. You can reach your arms if you want. Go for 5, press through that heel. 4, 3, exhale, up, 2, up, last 1, and up. Now come down, stay there. You're gonna hinge your upper body forward a little more, put all your weight into your left. Can you lift your right? Drop it down, lift that right. Drop it down. Pressure, even pressure through your toes. Big toe down to your baby. Go 4, and down, go for 3. Keep reaching, and down, abs deep in 2, and down, abs deep in 1, and down. Step that leg in. Stand all the way up. Give those legs a shake. Give those arms a little roll out. And then we will do the same on the other side. So now it's your right leg, right glute primarily is your focus. We're gonna just start by hinging your upper body forward, nice tight corset around those ribs. We'll just start with those legs again. So you're gonna go to the side and in, go back and in, and then go forward and in. So we're gonna add those, and then we're gonna come up, boop. We'll add the arms like that. So we're gonna go out and in. We're gonna go back, reach, and in. We're gonna go forward, arms back and in, and then right into that balance, straight up and down. Ready? To the side and in. Let's go back, reach, and in, reach, and in, and then stand all the way up. Ta-da. And down. Ready? Let's go 6. So we're going out, pull in, reach, and in, reach, and in, all the way out, and down. 5 more. And in. Keep your right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline, so your leg doesn't just fall out. And in, all the way up, arms wide, and in. Let's do that again. Reach, and in. Let's reach up, and in. Let's reach back, and in. Stand all the way up, and down. Ready? 4 more. Out, and in. Reach, and in. Reach, and in. All the way up, and down. 3 more. Wide, and back. Reach, abs deep and in. Reach, abs deep and in. Abs and left glute standing. Take a breath. Down. Last 2, we're going out and in. Reach and in. Reach and in, all the way up. Feel that left glute? I hope so. We're going wide and in. Last 1 and in. Last 1 here and in. Last 1 all the way up. Take that balance, pull in, have a little shake out with your legs, and then turn your right leg, turn both legs out actually. Step your lefty back a nice comfortable distance. You're in a big lunge position there. Turn that right leg out as much as you can, keeping your hips still. Upper body hinges forward, so you can add arms or not. Keep those hands on your hips if you want. You're gonna bend down a couple of inches into your right and then up a couple. So add arms if you want. 6 more, just small. Core stays connected. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Come up those 2 inches. Hinge your body forward, all your weight into that right foot, right glute, keeping you steady. Tap toes and up. Inhale down. Go 6 and up. 5 more. Down. 4, nice long necks. 3, abs deepen. Last 2. Last 1. Step in. Stand all the way up. Give everything a little shake out, and then we're gonna come down onto our mat. So now we'll need the ball for sure. Let me see if I can fit in this little space here. Here we go. Okay, so starting with the ball underneath, I might just move this forward a bit. Is that gonna work? Okay, so from there, we're gonna start with the ball just underneath our feet. So legs right together. You don't need to have your weights. If you have your weights attached on, that's fine, but you don't need to hold them. Just have your hands down by your sides, nice and relaxed through your upper body. Neutral, so the back of your rib cage is staying heavy. And then from here, let your feet be a little light. So remember, when your feet get light, your core connects, back of that rib cage stays connected with the mat, and then just roll the ball away. Just a few inches to start as you pull back in. So inhale out that little bit. Exhale, core connects, abs deepen, pulling in. Inhale out. Starting to feel those low abs connecting as you extend your legs. Keep them nice and connected as you pull in. 3. Watch your neck, nothing like this happening, right? Go 2. Last 1. Legs in, holding when you're there. Now from here, you're gonna bring your hands behind your head. So you don't need weights for this. I'm just keeping mine on for the next exercise. Elbows hover off the mat that little bit. Tuck your chin, curl forward, holding when you're up there. So you're looking down towards those thighs. From here, you're gonna curl your upper body up an extra inch, keeping your feet light. Upper body down an inch, feet can get a little bit heavier. So teeny movement. I probably look like I'm hardly moving. I really am hardly moving. And back. Go for 6 like that. Exhale up, that's work. Inhale back, that's still work. 4. And back. 3 more. And back. Last 2, exhale up. And back. Last 1, exhale up. Holding when you're at the top. Now from here, slide the ball away. Roll it out as far as you want. It doesn't need to go all the way out. When you pull it back and curl that upper body up an extra inch. So the same thing, but bigger range. Now legs go out, upper body comes down, legs in, upper body up. Still in neutral, right? So you're all the way out, nice long body, long spine, curling in. This is not a break. This is work, this is work, this is work, this is work. This is still work all the way up. Go for 4. Keeping those ribs tight around your center. Go for 3. Last 2. Working the whole way back. Working the whole way up. Stay there. Let your feet be heavy. Lower your upper body all the way down. Bring your hands down by your side. Pop that ball off to the side. All right, so just arms. Now with your weights, if you want, arms reach up, shoulder blades press right into the mat. We're gonna start just opening arms super wide. Reach them out, don't quite touch the mat. When you press your arms up, don't let those shoulder blades lift. Keep them flat on the mat. So thinking shoulder connection here. Shoulder blades stay flat against the mat. You've got 3 more, just these arms. Ribs are tight around your center. Go for 2. 1 more, wide. Exhale, press up, holding when you're there. Now from here, press into your heels. Make sure they're within fingertip range. Belly button to spine, pressing through those heels and big toes all the way up. Lifting when you're at the top there, knees reaching away from the top of your head. From here, you're gonna drop your hips down, almost touch the mat, arms open wide, and then press. Inhale down. Go for 6. Exhale. 5.
lower, and lift. 4 more. Down, exhale, right up. 3 more. Down, exhale, right up. Last 2. Last 1. All the way up, holding at the top, right arm wide to the side. Exhale up. Left, wide to the side. Exhale up. Now, as your right arm opens, drop your right hip a little bit. So you're just tipping your pelvis slightly. Right arm back up. Left arm opens, left hip drops slightly, just that little tip. And back up. Right arm, right hip. Bring it back to neutral. Left arm, left hip. Back to neutral. 1 more right. Keep that left knee reaching. 1 more left drops. Keep that right knee reaching. Press all the way back up and then melt right back down, right to neutral. Take a breath. You ready? We're going to come up and stay. So belly button to spine, press through your heels, lifting, holding, keep those heels pressing through so your glutes are nice and active. Extra little bit of a press through your right heel. Bring your left heel off the mat. Shoulder blades nice and heavy on the ground. Lefty up to tabletop. So holding that leg in that nice, perfect tabletop, your waistlines are nice and long. Arms can come down if you feel your back or if you feel unsteady. Otherwise, bring them up or keep them up. So we're going to drop hips almost to the ground and then right up. Inhale, almost to the ground. Go for 6. Exhale, press. 5, down. Exhale, press. 4 more, down. And press. 3 more, down and up. Last 2, down. Last 1, down. Press up, stay right there. Now you're going to keep your right glute engaged. You're going to stay nice and lifted. You're just going to reach your left. Bend it in. So that's a hold for your right glute as your left moves. And in. Let's try adding arms to that. Reach arms away from those toes. In. You've got 5 more. Constant pressure through that right heel. 4. And in. Exhale. 3. And in. Hip. And in. Left. Your left toe ball heel. Roll all the way down. Take a nice breath. Arms can come down. Give them a break. Come all the way back up. Lift those heels. Roll all the way down, keeping those heels nice and lifted. Drop your heels. All the way back up. Belly button to spine. Press up. Slow and controlled. Rolling down. We're going to do 1 more with our heels lifted. So belly button to spine. Press up. Lift those heels. Roll all the way down. Come to neutral. Drop those heels. Firmly plant them. Press those big toes into the mat. Arms can come up. Shoulder blades heavy. Press through your heels and big toes. Stay there. Shift your weight over to your left. Left inner thigh needs to engage when you do that, right? So you don't just move your body to the left. Right heel lifts. Left knee reaching straight out in front of you. Pop that righty up to tabletop. And then you're going to stay right there. So from here, you're going to bring your hips down. And then you're going to press right back up. So inhale down. And exhale as you lift. Control. And up. Control. Left inner thigh squeezes toward your midline to keep nice and steady. Nice level pelvis. Don't let your right hip drop first. 4. 3. Exhale right up. 2. Exhale right up. Last 1. Exhale right up. Staying at the top from here, just your righty reach. And in. Exhale, reach. And in. Exhale, straight. And back. Keep those hips level. Add arms if you want. Reaching. And back. 5 more. Reaching. Constant pressure through that left heel, left big toe. 4. And in. Let's go 3. Reach. And in. Let's go 2. Reach. And in. Last 1. Reach. Back in. Stay there. Lower your right toe ball heel. Roll all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. Arms can come down. Let's come up for a couple more hip rolls here. Finding that center point in our body. Again, reaching up. Hold at the top. Nice deep breath. Roll all the way down. We're neutral. Back up. Holding there, glutes are active. As you melt down, really feel each little vertebra pressing down one at a time. You're back in neutral. One more all the way up. This time we're gonna stay. We're gonna lift our heels, hold right there. So your knees are reaching away from the top of your head. Your heels are staying lifted. Let's reach our arms back up. We're gonna bring them into little cactus shape. So bend your arms as you pull your elbows towards the mat and then reach up. We'll add hips. So arms, elbows down. Inhale, down. Exhale, press. So keeping those heels nice and lifted. Keep those inner thighs squeezing toward your midline, even though there is that space between them. Go for 4. Go for 3. 2. Last one. Press up, hold at the top, roll all the way down, keep those heels lifted. Come back to neutral, drop those heels, and then bring your arms right down. Okay, let's bring our bigger weights. Zipped on, get rid of those babies. Straighten your legs out underneath you, so reaching toes away from the top of your head. Nice neutral pelvis, ribs are still tight around your center. Hands behind your head. All right, so tuck that chin just a little. Elbows are hovering off the mat. As you come up to flexion, you're looking down towards those toes, right? You can't quite reach fine, I'm really squeezed in here. Left hip is heavy. Right leg to tabletop. So keep your right knee on top of your right hip, keep that left leg reaching. Really think length through that left side. From here, you're gonna reach your right. You're gonna think of length through your right as well. Lower your upper body and then come all the way in. So just bend it into tabletop. I gotta move that because I really like that reach. There we go. Okay, so reaching out. The more you reach with your left, the more you keep this side of your body active, which is exactly what you want. You can't be shifting over to the right. Reaching. 4 more like this. Reach, lengthen, up. 3. Last 2. Reach and curl. Last 1. Reaching and up. Stay there. Now we're going to add a left arm to that. So left arm, let's bring it straight up. It's going to reach away from your right toes. Left arm away from your right toes. Come all the way in, reach past those toes. Reach so you're not twisting yet. Go 6 like this. Your head is heavy in your right hand. Left leg still reaching, right? 4. Exhale. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come on up. Stay right there. So now from here, this left arm is going to come to the outside of your right leg. So now we're going to rotate. We're going to come back through center. As we pull it in, rotate across. Inhale, back. Exhale, across. 6 here. 5. Reach. Left shoulder blade off the mat. Left hip heavy, right? 4 more. Reach. 3. Reach. Last 2. Reach. Last 1. Lengthen all the way up and in. Back through center. Send your right leg out. Lower your upper body all the way down. Take a breath. Woo. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So those 3 different variations, starting simple. If you start to feel your back or it just doesn't feel good in your body, just move back to the previous variation, okay? So hands behind your head again, making sure that head stays heavy in your hands is super important so you're not just cranking into your neck. So it's your core pulling you forward. It's not your neck that's holding you up there, right? Head heavy in your hands. So let's think about those reaching. Reaches through your toes. Tuck that chin that little bit, curl up, stay there. So right leg is reaching. Now we're gonna bring our left knee to tabletop, keeping your right hip super nice and heavy. So left, right up there. Okay, so we're gonna start just that lefty reaching, curl up that extra bit as you come in. Reach, lengthen. Go for 4 more here. We got 6 of these first ones. 3. Last two, keeping that right leg reaching. Last one. Stay there. Now your right arm reaches away from those left toes, lengthen back and curl. Lengthen back and curl for 6. 5, reach. 4 more, reach. 3. And up. Last 2, reach. Curling, last one. Remember, back is not a break, that's work. All the way up, stay there. Now we're gonna reach and add a little rotation. So we're gonna reach back. As we bring it in, right hand to the outside of your left knee, right shoulder blade off the mat, back through center. And back. So we have 6 more here. And back, 5 more. And back, 4 more. Right back, 3. Exhale. And back. Last 2. Exhale, right hip is heavy. Last 1. Exhale. Back through center, lower that leg, lower your upper body down. Take a little breath in there, hug those knees into your chest, have a little roll around one way and the other. And then we're gonna come right onto our side. So let's come onto our left side. So starting with your legs, your knees in line with your hips, so your 90-degree angles. Remember, if you have those weights like I do, you can pop them on your ankles for a little extra burn. If you don't, that's okay too. You can put a band around your knees if you have one of those. You want to change it up a bit. So left ribs are staying that little bit lifted, nice long waistlines. Lift your right leg so you're at about hip height. You don't need to go much higher than that. And then just control down to a hover. So exhaling up, inhale down. So each time I'm lifting, I'm thinking about my belly button pulling into my spine that little bit. I'm thinking about my obliques, hugging my ribs in nice and tight. My head is heavy. Looking down can help to keep your neck nice and relaxed. We've got 6 more here. Control, exhale, 5. Control, exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. And down, exhale, 2. And down, exhale, 1 more up. Stay there. Now circle this leg around. So circling 1, 2. We're going to go all the way up to 8. Exhale, 4. Harder to keep your hips still as you circle, right? That's okay. That just means a little more abs. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Other way. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Get up to the top. Stay right there. Now from here, you're going to kick your leg, or go to about hip height, sorry. Kick your leg straight out underneath you. So really reaching through your heel. Hold when you're there. Now from here, you're going to lift up 2 inches. And down to keeping those left ribs lifted up a couple of inches and down to reaching away. Exhale up, inhale down. Play around with reaching through your toes, reaching through your heel. Feel where you can connect more to your glute. Up and down. Exhale up, inhale back down. Go for 4. And down, go for 3. Up and down, go for 2. And down, 1 more. Let's reach up. Stay right there. Now bring your toes down to the front edge of your mat. It's a little semicircle or a little rainbow shape. Heel to the back edge. Forward and back. One of my favorite exercises of 2021. Down and back. Exhale, down. Keeping those hips as still as you can. Down. I think this gets into that whole glute more than just about anything else for me. Down, maybe inspired by all the rainbows I've drawn. Down and back. My kids are still into rainbows. Back, go 2 more. Down and back. Last 1. Down and back. Reach out through that heel. Now we're going to go up at the front edge of your mat, up at the back edge. So really think about your body staying still. You're just making the opposite shape, an upside down rainbow. or a U. The wider your U, the harder it is. It's not really about height. Think about that width. Lateral rotation as you come forward, medial rotation, so leading with your heel back. Go 4 more. Woo. Back, 3 more. Hips stay still. Last 2. And back. Last 1. And back, and then bend that leg all the way in. Let's give a little bit of a pat out there. Grab your squishy ball. You're gonna put it between your ankles. Reach your legs straight out. I gotta reach under the bed here a little more. Okay, so legs, toes reaching away from the top of your head, keeping your waistline nice and long. Knees pointing straight forward. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Hold when you're up there, really reaching away the whole time, toes reaching. Slowly lower to a hover and then squeeze up. So finding stability through your core, don't let your left ribs just press down. If you want, bring that arm right up to the ceiling, really feel that extra reach up. And then you've got 6. And down, 5 more. Up and down, 4 more. Squeeze up and down, 3 more. And down, last 2, up and down. Last one, let's go up. Stay there, 1 more inch. Up, down, 6, 5, squeeze. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2. Last one, holding at the top. From here, right leg stays where it is. That's your top leg. Left leg squeezes up. 8, squeeze. 7, you're hardly moving. 6, squeeze. 5, right inner thigh is a wall. Left is squeezing into it. Last 2. Last one, bottom leg stays still. It's a wall. Top one squeezes down. 8, try and stay nice and high. 7, 6, left rib still lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, lower all the way down. Grab your ball, pop it out to the side. Let's give our right glute a little stretch. So right foot in front of our left knee, hug behind that left knee, opening your right out to the side. So taking a couple of deep breaths just like that. One more nice deep breath. All I heard dogs barking, kids screaming. They were supposed to be skiing. I don't know what is happening. All right, and then just bring the soles of your feet together. Open those knees nice and wide. Take a nice couple of breaths there. One more nice deep breath. Okay. And then let's come right on up. So we'll do the same on the other side. Keep that ball handy. So starting with bent legs in that 90-degree angle. So you're going to go right up as high as you can. Keep your hips still, foot and knee at the same level, and then back down. So that's all glute med up, control down. Remember, head is heavy, so looking down helps with that. Neck is nice and relaxed. Go 8, control, exhale, 7, 6, 5, up and down, 4 more, up and down, 3 more, up and down, last 2, up and down, last one, let's go up, stay, circle that leg around, so just smooth little circles, thinking about your knee, kind of drawing the circle, 5 more this way, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, other way, 7, go for 6, around, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, around. Now from here, you're gonna kick that leg all the way out. So really reach, nice long line, kick out through your heel, lift up and down. Exhale, up. You can try pointing through your toe. See what you can feel more. I feel more glute when I'm reaching through my heel. And down. Exhale. And down, go 6. Up and down. Watch those right ribs. 5 and down. 4 more. Up and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2 and down. Last 1. Squeeze up. Stay there. Now those rainbows, toes down to the front edge, heel down to the back edge. So that's medial rotation here. Lateral rotation here. Keeping your hips still is the main priority, so don't worry if you can't make your rainbow that big. Think of making it a little wider. It doesn't need to be tall. You definitely do not need to touch down. As you can see, I'm not. Go 4 more, down. You're just kind of looking for the full range of your femur in your hip socket. It's going to be completely different, not completely, but it's going to be different for everybody. Down and back. 2 more, down and back. Last one, down and back, and then reach straight on out, holding when you're there. So now you're going to go the opposite way. So toes up, that's lateral rotation at the front, medial rotation at the back. So up and back and back. Go 6. Back, 5 more, up and back, 4 more, and back, 3 more, back, last 2, up and back, last one, up and back, and then bend that leg all the way in. Grab your ball, pop it between those ankles, reach them straight out underneath you, so really reaching toes away from the top of your head. We're just gonna lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. So thinking of your right inner thigh really initiating the movement. Your right inner thigh is what's lifting those legs. And down, go 6. And down, 5 more, squeeze up. And down, 4 more. You can get an arm right up there if you want that extra stability. Challenge, remember, don't just let your right ribs press down. Try and keep them lifted. 3. Last 2. Last one, go up, stay. 1 more, inch, down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay up there. Left leg stays where it is. Squeeze your bottom one up. 8, squeeze. 7, left inner thigh is a wall. Right is squeezing. 6, squeezing. 5, stay nice and high. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2, squeeze 1. Bottom leg stay still. Top one down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, squeeze, lower all the way. Okay, ball off to the side there. Let's give our left glute a little stretch. Left foot in front of your right knee, hug in there, nice and tight. Take a nice couple of breaths, really letting that left knee open out to the side, hug that right in tight. And then let's bring the soles of our feet together. Just let those knees open out again, giving those inner thighs a nice stretch. A couple more nice deep breaths. Okay. And then let's roll on up. We're gonna come to a little half roll back sequence here. So we're gonna have our, we're kind of gonna be lower than a half roll actually. So we're gonna have the ball kind of below your shoulder blade. So we're gonna keep our elbows down. Can you see where the ball is there? So for a half roll, it would be down here, right? Or it would be there. It's gonna be quite a bit higher. So below your shoulder blades-ish, you're gonna keep your elbows down. So instead of just dropping all your weight into your shoulders, it's kind of hard to tell, but that's me dropping my weight into my shoulders. This is me being lifted off of my elbows. So we want to try and stay a little bit lifted, thinking of our long spine as opposed to just dropping here. All right, so it's almost like you're lifting your chest a little bit. We want to keep our pelvis neutral, so not there, not in a big tuck, but somewhere between that nice neutral pelvis. So from here, again, staying light on your elbows, keeping those ribs tight around your center. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Bring your left leg to tabletop and then stay. So we're just gonna reach right and in and then reach left. And in. So really taking your time, feeling this connection through your center, right and back. Let's go left and back. Again, right, watching that your weight is staying light on those elbows. The further forward your elbows are, the harder it is. So kind of play around with that if you want. Reach and in. Let's go reach. It's really hard though, so don't think that going too far forward with your elbows is going to be better. You want to be able to keep your connection. Now from here, we're going to reach our right, drop it down, up and in. Left, reach, down, up and in. Doesn't matter how low you go. This closet is kind of saving me from going too low. And in. Reach, lower, lift, in. Reach, lower, lift, in. One more right. In, one more left, lower, up, in. Lower your right, lower your left, and then come back. You're gonna come all the way back, letting your shoulder blades drop down to the mat, letting your head be heavy. Reach your arms overhead. You can kind of play around with where this feels good on your back here. Just have a nice little stretch. My ball has quite a bit of air out of it, so it feels really good. If your ball is too inflated, it won't feel great. So you might want to just take a little bit of air out before we do our next sequence. Bring those arms around, tuck your chin, curl back up. So elbows again, approximately under your shoulders. You can try to bring them a little bit forward, going back. It does kind of make it a lot easier on your core. So again, in that little bit of neutral, from here, lift your heels first. Feel that core connect. Light on those elbows, right leg up and back. Now from here, open your right leg to this side a little bit and bring it back in. Left to this side that little bit, right knee stays up and back. Let's go right, left knee points up to the ceiling. Don't let it open out and in. Right knee stays pointing up to the ceiling. Left opens out and in. Let's go right and up. Let's go left and up. One more right, out and in. One more left and in. Now we're going to go right out. Stay when you're there. Kick it out to the side, bend it in, bring it back. Left, out, kick, in and back. Right, out, kick, in and back. So really focusing on that opposite knee, staying square up to the ceiling. That's really the hardest part about it, keeping that opposite hip heavy. In. Doesn't matter how wide you go. The wider you go, of course, the harder it is. Back, one more right, out, in and back. One more left, out, kick, in and back. Lower your right, lower your left, and then again, roll on down. Bring those arms back overhead and hold for those couple of deep breaths here. You can kind of let your ribs go a little bit. One and only time I might say you can let your ribs lift away from your hips. Nice couple of breaths. And then again, bring your arms down, tuck your chin in, curling on up. Now from here, keep that ball underneath your shoulder blades. We're gonna keep our legs down. We're gonna bring our hands behind our head. So this should feel like a ton of work right now, even without moving. If it doesn't, move your ball down a little lower. If it's too high up there, it'll just feel comfortable. You could probably stay here all day. This is really comfortable, but moving it down those couple of inches here, excruciating. So feet flat. If you want a little extra, you can lift your heels. So it's that little extra bit of low abs. I'm gonna stay a little light. Let's see how it goes. So we're gonna come back a few inches, looking to the ceiling, curl up. Inhale back. Keep those hips nice and still. Lower with control, exhale, 5. Lower with control, little extension, 4, 3, exhale, up, 2, 1, exhale, up, holding there, grab your thighs, woo, come on, all the way up. Grab that ball, pop it off to the side. Now straighten your legs out in front of you. Can't quite do this. I'm gonna do it on a diagonal. So arms straight out. We're gonna go into full roll down. So all the way down, melting that spine down. One vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Reach those arms back overhead. Take a nice stretch when you're down there. and we're gonna come back up. I'm gonna give you an option with a leg here. So tuck your chin, bend your right leg in. You can just have your toes down, come into that little half roll shape, and then melt back. Belly button, spine curling all the way down. Keep that left leg reaching, right arms, or arms overhead, right leg back out. Same thing left, so curling up, tuck that chin, ribs to hips, left, toes pull in. Stay in that little scoop all the way down, rolling. Keep that right hip heavy all the way. Let's do that again. Tuck that chin. Right leg right up to tabletop this time. Heel your arms up. Roll down, keeping those arms up. Roll, 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 reaching leg. And down, same thing, left. Even weight on your hips, even as you can keep it curling, lefty up. Slow and controlled, rolling, rolling, reach that left and back. We've got one more. Right tuck, up, rolling all the way back. And reach, one more left. Tuck that chin, curling right hip, stays heavy, curling up, all the way back. Roll, 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 reaching all the way. Hang for a nice couple of deep breaths there. And then let's roll right onto our tummies. And go over here, legs straight out behind you, and then lying just flat on your hands. So eyes looking straight down. I'm going to turn mine to the side so you can hear me. So legs about hip distance apart. We're going to have our hands stacked there, elbows out. So start the movement. We're going to come into a little extension, just lifting off our hands here. So start the movement with your core, belly button to spine, ribs are tight around your center. And then nice and slow, begin lengthening. So think of the top of your head, reaching away from your toes, reaching constantly as you lift. Hold when you get to the top here. Take a nice breath. Your ribs are just barely lifting off the mat. Maybe they are lifted if you feel that that feels good for you. And then slowly melt down. So ribs come down all the way. Do that again. Now notice this time if you squeeze your glutes together as you lift your upper body up, try to keep your glutes relaxed. So think of it more in your upper body, less about glutes and thighs. All right. Core, ribs tight, shoulders down your back. Think length as you lift up, just gently pressing into your hands, really reaching the top of your head from those toes. Nice couple of breaths there. Remember, your ribs can lift, they don't have to. And then slowly melt all the way down and back. Let's do that again. We're going to go two more. Ribs tighten up, core connects. Think about that length. Holding here. Nice deep breath. Lengthen a little more. Lift those ribs a little. Slowly come all the way down. And then one more. Ribs nice and tight. Core connects. Lengthen and hold. So take a nice couple of breaths here, really feeling your shoulders slide away from your ears. Keep that extra bit of length for 5. Keep lengthening 4. Lengthen 3, 2, and then slow come all the way down. And then come right into a shell stretch. So reaching arms forward. All right, and then come up to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So we're going to start keeping our spine nice and neutral. Ribs are tight around your center. From here, we're just going to bend our elbows. So you're going to bend your elbows, hinge your upper body forward slightly. Keep those elbows tight to your sides, and then press back up. So really pressing through your palms to come up. Inhale down, letting that upper body hinge forward. Exhale, press up. So go 6 like that. Inhale down, nice and controlled. You're working, you're working, you're working. Elbows barely touch. And up. 5 more. So it's easy to keep your hips nice and level here because both knees are down, right? Everything's going to change when we get our leg, when we get a leg up, right? 3. Last 2. Last 1. And up, stay there. Holding when you're there. Now kick your right leg out behind you. Gotta scooch forward a little bit. So right leg straight out. Keep your toes down. Press into your left knee. Feel that left hip kind of almost lifting off of your femur. Hold when you're there, and then extend that right leg back a little more. Move forward a little more. Really like to keep that reach. So the more you're reaching through those right toes, the more you're gonna feel in that right side body. So from here, bend those elbows again. Lift that leg up a little higher, and then press up, and then bend in, reach back. So you're gonna bend, up, bend, kick nice and high. Down, up, bend, in, nice and high. Go 4 more. And in, nice and high. 3. In, and reach. Last 2. Down, and up, in, and reach. Last 1. Down, press up, in, exhale, back. Now bring your left elbow down. From here, bring those toes down. You're in lateral rotation now. So right knee points to the right side, left knee still under your left hip. Go 6. Down and up. Tail is lifting to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Lifting up, bend that leg in. See yourself back to a little shell stretch. Give those shoulders a little roll out. It's a lot on those little triceps, even though you're not moving too far. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So let's go back here. We want to do that isolated triceps. We're gonna do the tricep with the leg. So press into your right knee, kick your lefty out, lift it up, move that extra wiggle forward, holding when you're there. So you're gonna bend your elbows, upper body hinges down that little bit, straighten back up, pressing through your palm, and then bend in and reach. So you're going down, in, and reach. Down, press up, in, and reach again. Down, exhale, right up, in, and back. 4 more. Down, up, in, press through that right knee as you kick. Up, in, kick through that right, or press through that right knee as you kick. Last 2, in, and reach. Last 1, in, and reach. Now your right elbow comes down, hinge across, left knee points to this side, tap, and lift. Inhale, tap, and lift. So your left hip can be a little bit higher than your right, as you can see mine is. Tap, squeeze high. 6 more. Tap, squeeze high. 5, 4, down, and up. 3 more. Down, and up. Last 2. Down, 1, and up, and then bend all the way in. Seat yourself back to that shell stretch. Give those shoulders a nice little roll out. I'm gonna do my 2 other last favorite glute exercises here before we do a nice little stretch out. So hands back under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Kick your right leg out, lift it up, really reach through your toes. So you're gonna bring your right knee to the outside of your left, keeping your left knee directly under your left hip. That is key. Now kick that righty out in lateral. So in, medial, out lateral. 6 more. In, even weight on your hands. If you want an extra challenge, bring that left arm across or off the mat. Go 4. In, reach. 3 more. In, reach. Last 2. Abs deepen. Abs deepen out. Stay there. Now from here, bring that right knee into your right elbow. Kick it out. So keeping your waistlines long. In, weight directly over top of that left knee. Don't let your weight shift to the left. In, 5 more. In, exhale, right back. 4 more. In, exhale, right back. 3. Last 2. Get that extra little kick at the top there. Last 1. Kick lift all the way in. Back for a little stretch. And then we'll do the same thing. What am I going to kick here? Debating turning, I'll turn. Let's see. Okay, so hands back under your shoulders, knees under your hips, even weight in your hands, even in your knees. Kick that lefty out, lift it up. Okay, so you are parallel with your left leg right now, right knee under your right hip. So you're gonna bring your left knee to the outside of your right knee in medial rotation and then kick it up in lateral. So that's in, medial, out, lateral. Medial, in, and out. So you can bring your right hand off the mat if you want. For that extra stability challenge, keep those ribs tight around your center. 5, 4 more. In, reach. 3 more. In, reach. Last 2. Reach. Last 1. In, reach. Stay there. Now you're going to keep that left leg turned out. Pull it into your left elbow. All the way back nice and high. In, abs deepen, kick and squeeze. In, abs deepen, kick and squeeze for 5, 4 more. In, reach. 3. In, reach. Last 2. Last 1. Squeeze back, bend it in, sit back all the way. Give those shoulders a roll out. Give those wrists a little shake. All right, and then let's come up. So hands back under your shoulders, knees under your hips, kick your right leg out, press that heel away from you, really thinking about that length through that whole back line of your right leg. Hips stay nice and level. Take a nice couple of breaths there. Pull that leg in, same thing left. So reaching for your left heel, ribs are tight around your center, nice long spine. And then bend in, you're gonna step your right out, step your left out. Press all the way back. Take a nice couple of breaths, give your head a little shake out, and then just walk your feet out. And then lift your righty up to the ceiling. Bring it in between your hands. Hang for that little lunge there. Take a nice couple of breaths like that. You can bring your left knee down. That feels good. Just giving that left hip flexor a little stretch out. And then turn your right leg out, hinge forward there. Oh my gosh. My grandma, I'm gonna have to tell her I can't FaceTime right now. I don't know how. That has never happened before. That's funny. She's calling me again. Oh my gosh. Turn that right leg out if you haven't already. Turn your right leg out. Lean forward. And then stack up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So just come back into that downward dog. Step your lefty forward. Come into that little bit of a lunge, reaching through your right heel. And then you can drop your right knee if you want, letting that right hip flexor having a good stretch out. And then turn that lefty out, hinge forward. Just take those nice couple of breaths in that pigeon, letting that left hip have a nice stretch.
Hands back under those shoulders. Curl your right toes under. Step your left knee back.
Press back into that downward dog again. Let's walk those feet out. And then walk your hands into your feet. Hang in that little forward fold. Give your shoulders that little roll down. Pressing through those heels. We'll come all the way back up to standing.
Nice and tall. Give those shoulders that little roll down. And that is it. Hopefully you could see that. And hopefully that felt good. I wish you all a happy new year, and I can't wait to see you in the new year. Hopefully back at the studio real soon, or at the club in the studio. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for all your support over the last year, and I will see you all very soon, I hope. Bye.